Testing, testing. Karen, can you hear me okay? This is Paul.
Oh, so nice
Hey,
to see you in
yep, we
person.
can hear you.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Hello, Karen. This is Haji Turani just checking.
Hi, Haji, can you hear us okay?
I sure can. Thank you so much. And good
Okay.
evening.
Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
I can't see any of them on my screen here. That is just bizarre.
Hey, when did Richard get that?
No, Andy, the Hangar
Tom.
39 agreement,
When
they
did
want to
Richard get
wait
that
until
car?
January,
Right.
and it's on the agenda, so we need to.
Recently.
So what do they do, just step down and act on it?
Yeah, just take it off. Just leave it.
Just,
You can amend it, you can take it off, or you can just table it until the next meeting.
they'll drop off at the end of the year, wouldn't it?
It'll drop off. It's just a drop off up to 30 days, but you can bring it back on the agenda for the January meeting as well. So it'll be fine. It's your call.
So, I don't know what,
Assuming it'll be ready by then, yeah, so.
Yeah, they should have an answer.
so do we amend or do we just skip it?
Your call.
Well, it's up to Doug. Or, well, since he's not here and it's time, I guess it's up to, right? We
Hey,
gotta-
Kevin, am I the public servant?
You have to wait till me.
What are you a freaking lawyer?
Whoa, language, dude.
We are recording, we are recording.
Yeah,
More than I, right?
they put that in Webster's dictionary this year.
What's up?
Frickin'.
So, where do I?
Paul, how are the travels coming?
Am I signing this here?
Oh, they're coming along. We're making our way. Hopefully you can hear me okay.
Yeah, sure can. How are the roads?
Not too bad. Just cold. Not,
Sure.
but yeah.
Well, we are waiting on Doug, but
Where are we?
to
We
get
can go.
started.
We could start the meeting if you
Why
want.
don't you go ahead?
I would if I had an agenda.
Right there. Oh,
Isn't that your agenda right there?
That's,
so,
You got one?
I do now.
You just sign
The
here.
town doesn't.
Here. I can sure, Maggie. I got it on my phone.
I got an extra.
there you go, that's what happened.
Got one, so all of a sudden it's gonna be one. You get Friday up.
Never said that.
Said
Yeah.
buddy.
Okay, the Board of Aviation Commissioners meeting for December is now in session. We need to amend today's
do the
agenda.
Roll call first.
Roll call.
So, Maggie?
Here.
Arnoka? Tom Shaw?
Here.
Bruce Ryan?
Here,
Okay, we have a form?
Yay.
You're good, Bruce.
we need to amend today's agenda for the Hangar 39.
Have a motion?
I move we amend today's agenda and include
Remove.
the memo on Hangar 39.
Remove it.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're gonna-
remove it?
Yeah, they will.
Okay, now remove it.
Yes.
So we have a motion
And a second.
Second. All those in favor?
I
Aye.
Aye.
Approval of today's agenda.
move we approve the amended agenda.
Second.
Been moved and seconded to approve today's agenda. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, we need to approve the minutes from November.
I move we approve the minutes from the November 26th, 2025 meeting.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the minutes from the November meeting. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. It's been approved. That moves us to claims. Did everybody get a chance to look at the claims?
I did.
Is there a motion?
I move we approve the claims docket in the amount of $128,000, $128,488.40.
There's a second.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Question. The two amounts that were there. The 2 months that were there for fuel. Where does that include the broom and the front end loader and?
Right.
And all the vehicles and where's that kept? Is that all brought all at once or?
Well, not knowing which two, there might be one for 100 low lead and another one for diesel. Obviously, the diesel is for the broom and the bigger equipment that burns diesel, and then 100 low lead fuel or the other fuel would be for the pickup trucks. That's delivered. That's a bulk delivery. That happens. There's above ground fuel tanks are located on the south side maintenance building parking lot, so that the vehicles during the winter months don't have to leave the airfield and get contaminants, salt, and then bring it back to the airfield. So it has to be delivered, and we fuel right here on the airfield. So that's what those would have been for. Yes.
What
Do you
think
have
it was
oil?
for? Lawnmower?
It said $5,000 and I thought it's a lot of money for airport vehicles.
Sure. Well,
It was fast.
that broom, it's got the two big engines, and that thing is just a big sucking sound when you turn that on. It's like, yeah, it burns hundreds of gallons of fuel essentially in a shift if it's running consistently. So
I'm just checking on you,
Yep.
making sure you weren't taking it home, putting it in your moped.
yeah, no, that's why it gets 100 miles to the gallon.
Okay, that's all I had. We're down to the airport managers.
All right, couple things. One, the biggest thing we've been working on obviously is getting the tower communications back up. The emergency radio was out and they completed their surge protection study, and they're going to be providing us results of that here in the next couple of days or so. Obviously, that had to be done before we install any new equipment. They do have everything, just about everything in that they need. And they told us that they're gonna have it done by what, January
Yeah.
19th?
They're hoping to start and have everything completed hopefully that week or within the next couple weeks after January 19th.
Okay, so hopefully by the next board meeting, the new equipment radios will be up and running. Again, we're still continuing to limp along on a backup system where only one frequency is working. The good news is all of the maintenance ground vehicles have had their radios either replaced or the antennas have been replaced. They've been upgraded so that the communications are much better than they were before. Remember the broom, I was brought to your attention that the broom needed to have a radio installed. That's been done now. So they don't have a handheld, it's a fixed built-in radio. And part of what we discovered was that at some point in the past, the incorrect antennas had been installed on those vehicles. So that was the good news, because some of them had to just buy an antenna, not replace the radio. So that was great. And then we also were expecting to purchase a new Kubota, a little four-wheel ground vehicle early next year. We also have the radio already in-house for that too. So hopefully we can get that going. It's going to include a snowplow attachment as well. We opted to go that route rather than replacing a pickup truck. Instead of a 150, we're using one of those. So we think that can do more tasks than an F-150 can, and can be used year round. The new heating system for the old maintenance building has been installed. And of course, the new heating system in the coachman hangar also has been done. So we're hoping to see those consumption costs plummet. Michiana Contracting has been in touch. They have most of the lightning strike replacement equipment in. Still waiting on one or two things, but we've given them the go ahead to come and install the lights, which they have. So rather than waiting for all of it to come in, we're going to go ahead and get those things done. Other than that, we are still one airfield maintenance technician short. We thought we had extended an offer to an applicant who accepted, but then at the last minute opted out. So we're back to square one, but we're doing it. We have an interview scheduled for next week. So hopefully that will work out. And we're still one full-time air traffic controller down. So we're operating the tower on shorter hours, but we are in operation, and our tenants seem to be pretty understanding and patient about that. That concludes my report.
How's the new maintenance guy that you hired working out?
Rick, the two new, they're fine. One of them was a retired firefighter who actually served out here at Station 7. So he's, familiar with the crash fire rescue side of the fire department, working with the airport. So he's familiar also with the airfield layout. Has the experience we're looking for, as did the other applicants. So they've been doing very well. So hopefully the next one we hire will have come to us with the same kind of skill sets that they do, with the, basic plumbing, electrical, carpentry, CDL, experience with heavy equipment. That's what we need out here. That said, we can train people, but it's always better to, bring folks in that have extensive experience. So those are kind of applicants we're looking for.
Good.
Thanks.
Okay, thanks for your report. BOAC elections.
Well, it's that time of year where the board elects officers for the next year. It's, obviously president, vice president, secretary, treasurer. Doug Thorne was recently reappointed to another 4-year term by the mayor. Obviously, he's been serving as the board president, and since he's not here, it's a perfect time to nominate him for that.
I nominate him.
I second.
Okay? All right.
I mean, railroad him.
All righty.
So who, for vice president?
No.
For president.
President.
For
That
president.
was
No.
President Doug.
Oh, we're gonna vote on him as a
Yes.
slate?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm nominate Bruce for vice president.
I second.
Treasurer?
I can't.
I
can't
nominate
myself.
Tom Shaw.
Is there a
Second.
second?
You barely got that.
And secretary?
I nominate Maggie Marnoka for secretary.
Second. Okay. So we can vote on these all at once?
It's a slate. Go ahead and read off everybody.
President Doug Thorne, Vice President Bruce Schreiner, Secretary Maggie Maronka, Treasurer Tom Schaff.
All those in favor?
Yeah,
All
All
those
those in
He was
favor?
doing so well.
Have you had a stroke?
Yeah.
All
You
those in
might.
favor signify by saying aye.
aye. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
I.
I stay away from that.
Tom?
Aye.
Thank you.
This is the perfect way to end the year.
DNS Hotel Tango
I think he's
LLC
been-
request letter for above ground fuel tank.
Yes, you all received, Haji's letter, requesting, just wanting the board's approval to proceed with the process of, installing his own fuel farm on his property. Obviously, there needs to be an agreement put together and some more work that needs to be done, but, what he was looking for was, a green light, at least so to proceed through the process. Obviously, we'll have to work with Kevin and with Haji on putting all those details together, but just asking the board's permission to proceed to the next step with the approval of having his own fuel farm on property he's leasing.
And where is he leasing?
He's leasing what you would know is the old Skyline hangar.
Okay.
He's the owner, but he has the land lease, obviously with the airport board.
Okay.
So he's proposing installation of his own jet fuel farm on his own property. However, and he's, following all the, rules, regulations of the board, IDEM, making sure it's all done professionally up to snuff. So that's something that agreement will have to work on with Kevin and you and Haji as we move through this process.
And how many gallon are we looking at?
That's a question for him.
Yeah, I would say no bigger than 2,000 gallons. It would be an above ground tank. We've done this at our storage facility where we have three different tanks, similar tanks. They're above ground, double walled. Just as was mentioned, they would have to follow all the regulations and requirements of the state, federal, all that, so that we don't obviously cause any problems. But that was pretty straightforward when we did that. These tanks that we have, they serve our business for fueling of our trucks, and we have both diesel, 87 octane and 93 octane to be able to serve all of our vehicles. And the company that supplies these, they basically are the same company that delivers the fuel, and they're totally approved. Naturally, as was mentioned, we would have to go through some sort of agreement that keeps us liable for its maintenance, its whatever, and even removal. Like, let's say, I don't foresee this happening, but let's say we decided to sell or finish to be done with our hangar, which that won't happen during my lifetime. I really like the place. Done a lot of improvements to it inside and out, and really like it. This location, its size, and everything is just perfect for what we use it for. So that would be probably the largest that we would go for. We haven't really come up with an exact size, but we're thinking like a couple of 1,000 gallons would be all we need.
Do we make any money on any?
Yeah, we do. There's a fuel flowage fee. There are two levels of fuel flowage fees here at the airport. One for the FBO, which obviously is in the business of providing services to our airport tenants.
That's you.
They
That's us, yeah.
pay 7 cents a gallon, 7 cents.
7.
And then corporate fuel farms are 15 cents per gallon. So
Okay.
every gallon that's delivered to the airport, they provide us with the fuel delivery slip. Karen then provides that information to the controller's office, and the invoice is then generated for the fuel flowage fees.
Okay, do we have a motion?
I move that we provide tentative approval for the DNS Hotel Tango LLC above ground fuel tank.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Andy,
Thank
that is what you were looking for, right?
That's right, yeah. It's obviously, it's not the final approval. There's still a lot of work to be done. But he was looking for some, before moving through this process and investing, in anything, he wanted to be sure that the board would be open, to the idea,
Sure.
which you are, so.
Do
Right,
we-
is
do we
that
have
correct,
other
Haji?
tenants?
That's all we wanted. And as you said, we will go through all the steps after this. And so we greatly appreciate your support. And this creates some convenience for us, especially at later hours or earlier hours where we don't, like the existing FBO does not have the fueling capacity or people there to do it. And so it would really help us.
Okay,
Thank you, Haji.
I appreciate your support, and we'll go through the process and be with you. So everybody have a happy New Year. Be safe out there. It's still snowing outside, and I look forward to our next time I see you guys. Thank you.
Thank you,
Happy
sir.
New Year.
same to you.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, that puts us at sponsor intent for non-primary entitlements for airport projects.
We lose Paul?
Yeah, I was wondering.
I don't know how you signed off.
We need a motion.
A motion to what?
Approve
Any discussion?
the letter stating the sponsor intent for 9 non-primary entitlements for airport projects. Does
Second.
that work?
It's been moved and seconded.
Discussion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Does somebody want to tell us a little bit about this?
Should we?
And this was Paul.
Thought you were
That's
gonna
just
tell.
Paul,
We have to
yeah, so
discuss.
now that you've approved it, I'll tell you about it. How about that?
Thanks.
Yeah, so this is just a requirement. It's required by the Federal Register that the FAA solicit letters from each airport sponsor saying whether they will or will not use their entitlement funds for that fiscal year. So this helps them plan for how much money they're going to have to spend. So you get $150,000 a year in non-primary entitlements, and this is simply a letter saying that you intend to use your $150,000 in 2026.
Thanks, Paul.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
You done with that?
Yeah.
AIP 40 invoice for Butler Fairman Seifert invoice.
I move that we approve, the AIP 40 invoice for Butler, Behrman and Seifert for professional services for the 10-unit T hangar project in the amount of $27,624.20.
Is there a second?
I don't know, but I want to second that. Is he still on? Yeah, I
Yeah,
second
he's
it.
Sure
listening.
is.
You there, Paul?
Yep, I'm still here. Are you ready for discussion or?
No. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We don't need a discussion.
Nah.
No.
Okay. One real quick point of clarification. So this is AIP 40 partial pay request number 9, and it will pay for this invoice. And so you'll get $24,862 back from the FAA, $1,381.21 from NDOT, making your local share $1,380.99. Just to fill in all the blanks there.
Excellent.
Thank you.
I would have seconded.
I read the packet.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
I must have missed that. Alf?
Yeah, BF&F professional service fees for runway 927 joint replacement project for $5,022.50.
I move that we approve.
Second,
Second.
been moved and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Do we get any of that $5,000?
This is a tip.
Those funds are being
Yeah,
paid,
so
Airplex TIF funds. That was
Okay.
part of the request we made to them, which included all BFNS's professional services for managing that project, which it did a great job on. It all got completed. The only thing left to do is to paint the markings next spring, and those funds for that were carried over to next year. So when the weather gets nice and it warms up, we'll have all new markings on that runway. Look like brand new again. So thank you for the great job, Paul. It was a pleasure.
thank you. Thank you for approving the invoice, and happy New Year, everybody. I appreciate allowing me to join via phone. So enjoy your New Year celebration this evening.
Thanks, Paul. Happy New Year.
See you next
Take
year,
care.
Paul.
Happy New Year. See ya. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, privilege of the floor. Fish, you usually got something to
No,
say.
not today, not today. I'm gonna get out of here pretty quick.
Okay. Anybody else?
Yeah.
Just want to circle back on the fuel farm.
Yeah.
So, Haji had not contacted us to discuss anything about anything. I just want to caution the board in how you guys proceed and set the tone going forward for any other people that want to do this. The normal farm that exists is usually a pretty expensive endeavor, and it requires, quite a bit of capital to do that. I'm not sure how he's going to obtain the fuel because he's not getting it from us. So,
And just so I know the players, you were who?
oh, I'm sorry. Yeah,
It's okay.
I'm the owner of Indiana Flight Center.
Okay.
So, and I've been on the field
And your
since
name?
Brett,
Okay,
and I've been on the field since the 80s.
okay.
And we've been the FBO since 97. Since,
Do you object to this?
to some degree, yes. The concept of convenience, because let's call it what it is. This is not a major metropolitan airport. It does not support 24/7 operations. However, we have not nor ever denied anybody on the field our services, regardless of hours of operation, be it, Wheels Up, be it anybody that requires. If they need us at 10, we're out here at 10 o'clock to provide them fuel.
Or 2 a.m.
Or 2 a.m. So, but I understand his convenience. And there is a mutual benefit to that as well. We're not having to take our people that work during the day and have them work at night. What I do kind of object to would be not getting the fuel from the FBO. And so, a small fuel farm, 1,000 or 2,000 gallons, we can't buy 1,000 or 2,000 gallons. And we're the fuel supplier here at the airfield. I can't buy it. So I don't know where he's getting it from.
Yoder Oil?
They don't carry jet fuel.
Okay.
You can get it from East Alton, Illinois. You can get it from Indianapolis, and it comes in a big tanker truck.
It sounds like he's got other fuel farms.
He has diesel, which you get from Yoder's Oil. You get, auto gas.
Okay.
And we have a good relationship with Haji. We sold him the hangar. We
What
do
does he
business
do?
with him. Driving shop.
Oh,
Driving shop.
okay.
So, he's a good guy. He's a businessman. He's here locally. It's just, we have dealt at the airport for decades. Prior to Indiana Flight Center coming and being the FBO, we were in the management and maintenance business. But prior to our tenure and I don't quote me on this, but I think in like 13-year span, you had 9 different FBOs, and they were here for all the wrong reasons. And they were dealing with multiple corporate fuel farms, and they couldn't succeed. So you have to have somebody dedicated to the business, in it for long term, reinvest, which we have done that. We're your largest tenant. We have multiple hangars. We put $150,000 into, the city's terminal, which we rent. So yeah, there is some self-protection and preservation on our part. I just don't want to see, I don't want to upset Haji, but, we need to make sure that we're not setting the precedents that just everybody that wants to put in a fuel farm and get their fuel from someplace else, other than the service provider here. We really need to look at that and pay close attention to that. So there's more, and we talked to Andy about this a little bit, voiced our concern. There's more information that needs to be gathered from Haji, but again, he has not talked to us about that. So
Hey, Doug. Your voice, you're muted.
It's Mr. President to you.
Yeah. We just reelected you president. The next.
Dang it.
Should have been here.
When I thought we were gonna adjourn, we had a subject come up in privilege of the floor about the fuel tank option that Mr. Tabib
Haji
Haji.
Tarani wants to put in. My next question was gonna be, do we have any other tenants that have their own fuel farms?
oh yeah.
Oh, we do.
And there are fuel farms and there were more on the field, but as corporates have been bought and sold, things have changed. Those have been removed, which is ultimately a benefit for the airport, in my view. you have to have a strong service provider here at the field. And if everybody has a fuel farm,
Right.
what's the point of doing this? So it's just, you guys do what you do, but, just be cognizant for our sake that, more questions need to be asked.
So if we're having a general discussion, I'd like to ask you a question about, it's more of an environmental slant. You said that jet fuel is not readily available in the area. It's got to come from.
Well, what I meant by that is the mechanism to have fuel delivered does not exist in this area.
Jet fuel.
Jet fuel. You can't call up Yoder Oil and say, bring me 1,000 gallons of jet fuel. There's special tankers and hazmat stuff. It doesn't exist. I can only guess that this guy has a truck because he takes care of all his other stuff. Maybe he's going to some other airport that sells it cheaper and he's getting it and he's adding a few.
Are those questions we should be asking?
Yes.
No.
Well, we are, but not during privilege of the floor.
Okay.
We probably shouldn't even be engaging in much of a
Yeah.
discussion.
Well, I wouldn't have known about it.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
you
but
will.
that's why privilege of the floor,
Right.
it's giving you some insight as to our side of the equation. You guys have to talk amongst
I'll hold
yourselves.
off on questions till we get a little farther down the road, because Andy's right,
Yeah.
it's inappropriate to.
Well, it's fine to have a
I mean, you
quick
brought it
conversation.
on the floor, and
Yeah.
that's your
We're
privilege.
still in the meeting,
Right.
Yeah, but
so
the privilege of the floor is for something that's not on the agenda, and this was
You
on
would
the
think.
agenda. So that's where Andy's coming from.
Mhm.
But I agree, this takes a further conversation depending on what.
And we're asking questions that only Haj can answer.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's between
Mhm.
you two, so.
It also too is normally just the opportunity for someone to speak, provide information or make to the board, where normally there wouldn't be any comment back or any discussion
Right.
Mhm.
on,
Right.
So,
Yeah, Andy makes a good point. I think it's something that we'll need to have some further investigation on our part related to all of this. But not take, obviously, I presume we haven't taken any action on this.
Oh,
we No.
We did a preliminary approval, right?
Yes.
No, well,
Yeah,
based,
they'll
Yeah.
start the process.
Just to
discussion
start the
process.
process.
what we did was we informed the tenant that their request wouldn't be rejected out of hand, that it would be considered based
Yes.
on following a number of provisions and working with city legal and the board. So we're a long way from anything, I'm assuming any final decision, one way or the other.
Yeah, I think we need some more information from Andy, especially on the financial standpoint of all this,
Right.
from our standpoint.
Motion to approve.
It'd be nice to know where he's getting.
I think those are all questions, Bruce, that we need to have answers to before this moves any further along.
Okay, anybody else got anything?
Motion to.
Kevin?
Yes, sir.
Feel free to flog me at the next board meeting for being focused on my cheesecake.
Is that your bedroom?
Looks like he's packing up his Christmas.
No, it's one of our guest rooms.
Oh, okay.
Used to be my son's bedroom.
This
Nice.
is Lincoln bed.
Yeah. Next time you could just be under the covers and talk from there.
Yeah.
That would be you.
Yeah.
You haven't adjourned yet.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thanks, everybody. See you next year.
Thanks.
Hey,
Thank you,
Happy
Doug.
New Year, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry about my delay here.
No worries.
I hear you're gonna be the new superintendent.
that's a hard no on that one, Mr. Shaw. Yes, I'm positive.
That was turnover there again?
Yeah. You didn't hear
Yeah,
that?
they made the news.
Hey, if it
That
didn't
was
happen
quite
at
a
the airport,
surprise,
how
wasn't
about-
it?
He drug up.
I don't know if it happened here.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, I'm gonna turn off, Doug, so Happy New Year.
All righty.
Same to you, Karen.
Me too.
Bye.